Well, a bit windy today out here, folks. Hope you can hear me all right. Project man's turned up. What's going on here then?
I just bought another Honda Izzy.
Oh, right.
What, did it come with this bracket on?
Yep. So you couldn't start it, obviously?
No, I had to hold the brake back on just to try starting it.
Right. So where'd you get this one from? That little bracket? Because it's Sunday today and I know you ain't been out to the shops to buy that.
No, I did check my green one, but it was slightly different, so I just borrowed one off of that one.
You've nicked it off of my blinking lawnmower?
Well, it's an auto choke like this.
He ain't.
We're borrowing it.
He blinking has and all, look folks. He's using my Honda Izzy, that I know it's got a rubbish deck on. He's using it as a part machine. I can't believe that.
Oh, look at that, look.
Right, go on in, see if it starts. So that means now I'm a 50% shareholder of this.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Go on in, see if it starts. Look at that, folks. Bit smoky, but we've done no checks on it yet apart from the oil, and it's overfilled, so that'll probably burn off. They start so well, them, don't they? Yeah. Look at that. And the deck's all in good condition on this one. Grass bag's good. So not a lot needed to do to that one. That's an instant profit, that one, isn't it?
Didn't I have another silver one?
Hey, I don't know. But I've just taken this one, folks, into part exchange. It's a little McCulloch, and I've actually done a part exchange for the trotter lawnmower. So the trotter lawnmower, which I done, about a month ago, that's now gone, sold, and I've taken this in part exchange. I've not even looked at it yet. I don't even know if it's going to start up. Let's have a little look. Oil's right on the level.
I think it'll be alright.
Why?
Because this is what I previously sold to the owner. So it's one of my old ones, this.
Well, I better check it then. Well, let's see if it starts. I ain't primed the carb, have I? 1, 2, 3. Right. So this one's been here before then?
Yeah, I sold it a year ago.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that, folks. How about that? So, as I say, it's a little McCulloch. That could do with a bit of a paint up, I suppose. Or just out as it is, just give it a wipe over. Did you service it when you done it?
Yeah, I think it's probably a year, getting on maybe 2 years ago I sold this one.
Oh right, so it's, he's probably due maybe a service. Although that oil looked pretty clean in it.
2009.
Sometimes people just store them, don't they? They don't really use them.
I feel what I was doing.
Does it? Oh, it has,
It's
yeah.
been on its side or something.
It's a bit black, isn't it? So yeah, I will give it a service then. But it runs. I don't need to touch the carb, to be honest with you. And I may give that just a coat of paint. I'm not going to take that off and powder coat that like I normally do.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe just touch the handles up, and there you go. So a little bit of work on that, folks, and that'll be a good £75, £70 lawnmower. Happy days. But I've got this one to look at, folks.
There's no air filter.
What, in the Izzy?
Yeah, there's no filter in there.
Yeah, whack one in there. We got spares of them anyway, so that's all right. So this old Hyundai, it doesn't have any drive on it, folks. Oh, it's got a battery, but the battery doesn't work on it. There's a little push button up here, as you can probably see, to start it, but that doesn't work. So I've started this, but as I say, it doesn't appear to have any drive. The drive cable doesn't feel like it's doing much, to be honest with you. So let's just try and start it up. Again, no primer on this, just a choke on the handle. Push it right down, pull that up. That should be up here, that old pull cord thing. Let's put that up there. There we go, like that. Try that. Come that way, Merlin. Choke off. Hello. The air filter will come off. But as I say, there's no drive, look. Don't do anything. Speed control. Don't seem to be working. Nothing. So, yeah, I don't know what's the matter with that, so that will go in there like that. If I can get it in there, it's falling out. Lift that up. There we go, it won't clip in properly, I think. Right, okay, so that's on there. Right, so let's get this in the workshop. Let's get it up in the air and find out why we haven't got any drive to it. Right folks, we've got it in the workshop, up on the ramp now, so the first thing I need to do is to find out a little bit more on how this system works in here. I think there's a trapdoor under the back here, so we'll have a little look under there. So under there, as you can see, there is a trapdoor there. Normally that's for the drive, so we'll have a look under there. So let's get that out of there. Right, okay. Straight away folks, I can see the belts come off. Is it off or broken? Ah, there we go. Straight away the issue is with a broken belt. The gearbox seems to be spinning fine. So I want to see if the handle is doing what it should do by pulling that in, which it appears to be doing. Now the thing is, have I got a belt that size? Not too sure, so I'm going to have a look online, see what size they are, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, looks like we may have found the problem. Again, this is a very big mower, this one, a very big deck on it, so I'm not too sure if it's being used commercially or what, I don't know. So let's just tip it back, get it back in the air like that. There we go, get it right back. And I like to attach a bungee cord underneath now, just to stop it from coming up. There we go. Just makes it a little bit easier to work on, folks. So, I'm going to take the blade off. Oh, you coming here to learn a few things?
I'll teach you, boy.
What's the matter with this one then?
Don't know, it looks at it, yeah.
I have. Belt's gone.
Where's it gone?
Oh, it's broken.
It's a drill.
Eh?
Drill.
Drill?
Drill.
What, one of my drills you mean?
Yeah. Someone's got to make use of them.
There you go. Do you know how it works?
Yeah, watch my video.
He's off his trolley, folk. He's off his trolley. Right, let's put that there. Let's get the impact gun out, folks. Yeah, so I've not worked on one of these before, but a lawnmower's a lawnmower at the end of the day, but the mechanism's all different, obviously, so we'll play it by ear. We're learning together, folks. There we go, that's 17mm, isn't it? Yep, 17mm. Before I do that, though, I want to pull the plug cap off, because we know it does run and fire straight away, so we don't want to accidentally turn itself on. Right, okay. There we go. Right, blade off. I say that's probably it's been sharpened by someone. You see where people have a go themselves, folks, look. Can you see how that edge has been, so it looks like it's been grinded on a grinder maybe, and it's been dug in a little bit. And look at that one, look. They ain't doing much cutting properly, I bet you. As you can see, they've chamfered the wrong side, folks. Look, they've cut the blade the wrong side. It should be that side that's chamfered. That's the bit that faces upwards, and they've actually cut that side, look, on both sides, look. So there you go. I'll probably address that anyway, so I'll give them a little freebie for doing that. Right, so there's our blade boss. That come off, hopefully, or has that got to come off first? Yeah, some of these have different setups, folks, with how you get these plastic bosses off. On certain Hondas, you take the bolts out, and that's actually the engine release as well. So we just have to play it by ear. Let's get a screwdriver in there, just clear some of this away. Right, okay, there's a screwdriver hole. There's one more up there. I would imagine there's another one over here somewhere, which there is. Now, what are these? They're Phillips. There we go. So let's get that out. Yeah, little screw. The other one over here. Like that. And we've got, oh, there is no one at the top there, that's a deck bolt. Right, so I think there's an insert here, which you can take out first. Or does that come down with the boss? Let's bring it down with the boss. There we go. There's our Woodruff key. There we go. Okay, folks. So, yeah, that does clip out of there, as you can see, look. There. So you can push that out and it splits open. There we go. Then it's on a couple of little... Oh, there's another screw there, look. We're learning at the same time with these, folks. So if you undo these, they're only screwing into the plastic, so they shouldn't be too hard. One either side. There. Don't need the one out, I think. Yeah, there we go. So there's our boss off. There's our case off. And that's given us full access, folks, as you can see, to our drive system. And what I can do now is basically check to see whether or not these cables are working and to see whether the mechanisms are working. So that cable's connected and seems to be running freely. We've got one at the back here which goes to our gearbox. The thing is, I want to make sure the gearbox is working, folks, you see. To do that, I need to activate the lever at the back by pulling my hand up in the air and activating that, and then seeing if the... Yeah, look, the wheels are trying to turn, look. There we go. So we know the gearbox is working. So that's fine. Now you stay there, I'm going to turn the gears. Alright, I can't see what that's doing, so I'm going to have to call Gary in so him to move that one there. It may just want a bit of cleaning. So, let's see what he's up to. Can I borrow you for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Not can I borrow you for a second, I want to borrow you for a second.
Normally for me.
I just want to see how these cables work. Look at him, look, it's too hot to work in the polytunnel, folks. Look, he's having to work out in the open, look.
Is this Retrorestore video?
Yeah.
I need a HYM510 bag.
Sorry.
Spirit.
Oh, you want to, because I've got more subscribers than you want to ask them, do you?
Yeah.
Right, anyone got a spare HYM41 Spirit bag?
Send it this way.
Right, we'll see what we can do. If you have got one, folks, leave a comment below in the comment section and we'll see if we can help Project Man out. Yeah. Right, you go around to the speed control at the other side. What's it on now, 1 or 4?
3.
3. Put it on number 1, I want to see what happens here. It's a bit stiff, isn't it? Right, hold on a minute then. Well, it should be just the cable, you see, there is a big spring at the back there. Right, put it on number 4 then.
4, yeah.
See, nothing happened here. Is that cable moving now when I'm pulling it?
Can't feel it moving.
See, the thing is, it should...
I can only go 3 or 4.
Yeah, it looks very stiff, isn't it? I wonder if I just undo that 13mm for a minute and make sure if I disconnect that cable, hold on. That feels very stiff, that mechanism there, folks. There is a big spring at the back of it, but I just want to crack that bolt there, folks. Look. Hold it. Right, just try that. See if that's done anything.
Right, so that's 3.
Right. Does it come back even further?
That's 2.
Yeah.
That's 1.
Right,
2.
so it is. It's tight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still tight. 2.
That might have been down too tight, folks. Right, now see that spring now is under full tension. Now put it onto 2, 3 and 4. I'll go to 4.
Well, it's just jumped straight out of 1, so it still must be tight. 2, 3. Yeah, they're easier. Yeah, see that mechanism's tight there, so that pivot point appears to be tight. Can't get back into 2.
Right, leave it. Put it on the lowest one now, 4. Right, I'm going to have to undo that. Because I do believe that that mechanism is way too tight and it might be crudded up at the back. So that's what our problem appears to be with the speed controllers, folks. So if I undo that, get that off of there. Now bearing in mind, folks, there's a big spring at the back there. I might have to take these 2 out as well. I need that cable out. Just put it on number 2 or 3. Go on. Right, now back to 1. Sorry, back to 4. I'll try and hold that spring out, folks. Look, and I want to try and get that cable out. There we go. I've just got the cable out. This should ping back nice and easily now, folks, but that's not pinging back at all. So that mechanism could have rusty on the shaft or something. So, rusty on the shaft. I don't know if that will undo off of there, will it? Yeah, that should be moving a lot freer than that, folks. So I'm going to have to take these 2 bolts off, folks. On the back, they've got a pair of nuts through there, look. So I can take that whole system off then get it lubricated and freed off. And that will mean that that mechanism, which we was having problems with, very, very stiff, should start to work again. So just give me a second on that, folks. I'll unbolt that. It's only 2 bolts, and we'll have a look at it when I take it off. All right, folks. So what I want to do is to get this spring off here first. There we go. Just undone that spring. And as you can see, this thing should be moving freely now. That arm, as you can see, that pivot thing is really, really tight. So that's what I need to free off. So let's just spin it round so we can get a better look at it. There we go. Does that pull off of there? Should be some sort of bushing on there, I would have thought. Let's put a bit of lubrication on it. So just try and just get a bit of that running through it. That's all I've got to hand, folks. That should be nice and loose, that, you see. But it's not, is it? So I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. Oh, I dropped the spring. Put that there. And already, that's now starting to free up now, folks, look. Yeah? There we go. So I'll just persevere with this a little bit. Give it a good clean down. Hey, look, that's why it was sticking that arm. And that's why you couldn't get no speed control, look, because it was stuck. I would have thought that would have come off of there. Let's put a bit of a lever on that. There we go, look. I think it's coming forward now, folks. There we go, look at that, look. So it's corrosion in there, which I can clean up, and in there, on that bushing, as to why it was tight. Look at that, and I'll give that a good grease up as well, folks. Right, so leave that with me. And that will solve the problem for the gear selector being stiff and you can't select sort of a couple of the gears. Right, folks, there we go. All bolted back on. That nut's done up really tight now, but as you can see, even with that big spring on the back, I can operate it by hand, look. There we go, look. Yeah? So that makes that control operative again. So I'm going to put this back on now. So let's pull that back, which I can do by hand now, hopefully. There we go. Yep, I can do that by hand. I couldn't do that by hand before. Right, so that's that cable connected back up. So I'll just bolt these 2 bolts up there. Then that's that mechanism back and working, folks. And all I'm going to do, where's my 13mm spanner? I'll stick that on the back nut, that side. Get me impact. There we go, that's that one. That's it, that's on there. There you go. Now, let's put you down there, like that. And hopefully, when I turn that lever now from 1 to 4, can you see it moving? 2, 3, 4. Let me have a look. Yeah, I can see that's working. So 1, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Happy days. Right, that's that sorted. Now, apart from sharpening the blade, which wasn't part of the job, I think I'm going to do that for him, folks, because that's really atrocious. That ain't going to do anything. So as a favour, I'm going to sharpen his blade as well. I won't show you that. I've done them before. As you can see the state of that. That one there, and also that side there. Well, that side there, look. And I'm going to do that now. And I'll show you afterwards what that looks like once I've had a go at it. Right, okay, folks. I've sharpened the blade and I've also balanced the blade. I normally tell you that I use a screwdriver and just put the blade through the hole, and I'll show you that in a second, and you can balance it that way. But I've got one of those proper balancing tools, as I'll show you. All they basically are is like a little freestanding cone, look, and it wobbles about sort of thing. And if you put the blade in the centre hole there, and as you can see there, the blade is lovely and balanced. So if you haven't got one of them, as I've said to you before, what you can do is just get a screwdriver, stick it through the middle hole, make sure it's a round screwdriver, and just hold it there, and as you can see there, the blade is balanced as well. You put that in any position, the blade will stay where you put it, because that means the blade is perfectly balanced, folks. And you saw the state of that blade first of all. Now I've had to take quite a bit of meat off because it was well, it really could do with a new blade, but as you can see now, compared to what it was, that's how much I've had to take off to level it up, as you can see there, look. And the same with, where is it? That side as well. But yeah, we've got a nice edge on it now, and we've got no nicks out of it as well. So that should give a nice cut along there with both of them straight edges. And as you can see on the other side, that's where the person had attempted to sharpen it, and they've sharpened the wrong side. And from there to there, they've just had to go at sharpening that one. And when you turn it over, that's what it should look like that. So again, that probably took me about 5 minutes. It's customer service. Once I've put this back together, the chap was going to take this lawnmower to a shop. Now he would have been charged about £80, probably even a bit more, to like diagnose the problem, take that bracket off and put it back together. I'm going to charge nowhere near that. That's how you sharpen the blade, look.
I've just done that for you.
Hey? Unbelievable, folks. Right, let's get this back on. No, we can't put it back on yet because I've got to order a belt, so I think we'll have to leave this here, believe it or not, this one, but I'm sure you'll see that it will run. We've proved the drive works. We've also repaired the mechanism, which was sticky, and all I've got to do now, as I say, is order a blade. I can't finish it off, but you'll probably see me.
Order a blade?
Not a blade, what's it called? A belt. Order a belt. He's coming, he's put me off, folks. And
I'm going home.
Bob's your uncle. So anyway, just a little quick fast blast, just to show what we've been up to on a Sunday afternoon, tinkering about. Sold a lawnmower, got another one in part exchange that just wants a basic clean up, maybe a little bit of a service, and that'll be straight out the door as well. And so I think some chap left a comment. Listen to this one, you'll love this. He left a comment saying, oh, you're chasing pennies. This was on the Honda lawnmower where I bought for, I think it was £40, and that's probably worth about £250. He said, you're chasing pennies. This is me hobby. I enjoy doing it, and I'm sure quite a few other people out there, like a lot of the subscribers, also enjoy repairing these and making a bit of profit while you're having some fun tinkering around in your workshop or shed or whatever, making a little bit of pocket money. With that trotter mower, I'll give that money to Sharon. Keep your wife happy. Sell a lawnmower, give it to her as pocket money. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. Don't forget, check out my other videos. We've got car repairs coming up shortly. I've got to do the Vauxhall Astra, the anti-roll bar bushes, need sorting out on that. We've got the O2 sensor on the Astra to do as well. We've also got to sort out a problem on the ST220. The brakes are making a noise when you brake at the front, so I've got to investigate that. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.